Shalom, my name is Karen. Welcome to the Meditation Minute. This week's recounts portion is from Mark chapter 11, verses 12 through 15. The recounts portion begins with Yeshua cursing a fig tree, then driving away those who were selling in the temple, and then ending with the lesson from the fig tree that has withered. The lesson of the fig tree really intrigued me. Yeshua is returning from Bethany with his disciples and is very hungry. He sees a fig tree that is not in season, with leaves. He checks to see if he can find a fig, but ends up finding nothing but leaves. Verse 14 says, "And he said to it, 'May no one ever eat fruit from you again.'" Later on, he explains to his Talmudim disciples what he meant. Verses 22 to 25 say, "Have faith in God. Truly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, 'Be taken up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will come to pass, it will be done for him. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." While I thought of that, I turned to see what the Torah Portion Mattot-Massei, meaning tribes and journeys, had to say. The Torah portion describes vows made by men and women, the treasures each of the 12 tribes would acquire upon following Adonai's command to take vengeance on Midian for causing the Israelites to sin, breaking faith with Adonai. In chapter 32, we see the tribe of Reuben and Gad ask Moses to give them the land before the crossing of the Jordan, the land of Jazer and Gilead, for their livestock. But Moses reminded them of God's anger with the spies that had come back with a negative report about the land across the Jordan, inciting fear in the people of Israel. Verse 11 says, "Surely none of the men who came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land that I swore to give to Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me." Verse 23 says, "But if you will not do so, that is, fight the enemies of God across the Jordan, behold, you have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out." 18th century Jewish scholar the Or Haim says they were not motivated by a desire to escape their duty to take part in the war of conquest. They also implied that by not crossing the Jordan, enabled the other tribes to receive larger slices of land than they would have received. The tribe of Reuben and Gad decided to obey and fight with the people of Israel in order to receive their lands. As I meditated on these words, I saw a connection having to do with faith and obedience. Adonai is always ready to give us what is ours, but we must continue in faith and believe we deserve it so his providence can guide us. So let us not be like the withering fig tree. Let us believe before we ask Adonai, and let us follow through in obedience, just as the tribes of Reuben and Gad did. Shavua Tov.